guys, welcome back to another Project Life video. This is week 13 and 14 and it is a pretty quick video. It's about 8 minutes long and I am pretty much keeping this simple for being 2 weeks long. I have quite a few pictures and some journaling to do, but I didn't really do a whole lot of embellishing on this because I did have so many pictures. So you're going to see that I am mostly going to be adding journaling strips and such to the photos. So I am still doing the same type journaling that I have been doing throughout the whole year. And now for this card, I'm just going to add that strip of journaling and I'm trying to figure out how I can have this all set up. And I am going to add that little home tag. It's kind of like an epoxy tag. And I'm just going to glue that down with that letter strip. And I'm just using my Scotch tacky glue for gluing down the strip, and it's just in a fine liner bottle. And then I added that home using a roller adhesive. So I'm going to add these Tim Holtz little letter stickers, and they're one of my favorite little letter stickers. You can get them at Michael's and use your coupon. So I just spelled the word backyard because that's what that was a picture of. This card I'm keeping very simple. I'm just going to use this little quote here, and it's about a dog, and you'll see that I am going to have a picture of my dog here in just a minute that I'm going to embellish a bit after I outline this card. And all the cards on this set I am going to be outlining. And before I move on, I am going to add that little bow that is very, very cute. I think it might be a Dear Lizzie bow, but I could be wrong. I believe it came in a kit. So I put it in my stash and all my blue things, so that's why I don't have the packaging anymore. This loving word is from a Scraptastic stamp set, and then I'm just going to add some journaling here in the top left, and I believe I add one other embellishment by the loving. I think I add a heart here in a second. So again, I'm just using Scotch tacky glue. That is one of the glues that I found that works the best in those fine liner bottles. It seems to come out really well and I don't have any issues with it clogging or anything. So you can definitely check out Hobby Lobby to get those fine liner bottles, but you can also get them online if you don't have a Hobby Lobby next to you. So here I'm just going to add some more journaling strips and that heart sticker, and keeping this card again very simple, and I will outline it. I'm not sure if I outline it here or a little bit later, but this card will get outlined like the other one I did earlier. And this is just a photo of my daughter using a Snapchat filter, and they always look so cute, and she was adding bunnies and such to the card, so I had to capture that in my project life. And that pen there is just from the Planner Society, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite pens I've ever gotten from the Planner Society. I just love how it writes and it just feels really good. So I love the Planner Society. I don't subscribe to their kits any longer just because of budget reasons, because I was just having too many subscriptions and not having enough time to get it all used, but they have great kits. So if you do like the Planner Society kits, I definitely would suggest trying them out. They work pretty well for Project Life, and that's kind of why I was ordering them. I wasn't decorating my planners too much with those kits, but they actually have quite a bit of things for that you can use in your project life, and some things are planner related, but a lot of it can kind of go across to your project life and work rather well, so definitely check them out. Here I'm just adding this little acrylic heart here to the top right, and I'm just adding a bunch of glue all over the back of it, and when you do that it kind of masks that there's any glue. Instead of using like a roller dot adhesive, that liquid glue smushed all around just really kind of hides behind that, and you don't see any glue marks once it dries. So here I'm just going to add some word stickers. We went to go see Beauty and the Beast this night, so I'm just going to put today's movie in 2 different fonts. The today's is going to be in, I think, the Tim Holtz stickers again, and this font here, I think it might have been a Jelly Bean Soup, possibly. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. I had to cut these pieces up because they were in a kind of an awkward shaped piece, and I wanted to put them with the rest of my tiny alphas, so I ended up cutting them into smaller sections. Now I'm just going to add those. I'm going to use my tweezers. Anytime I have these little tiny letters, the tweezers work the best. I'm really able to place them a lot better than if I was trying to use my fingers. So if you don't already have some of these little needle nose type of pliers, I highly recommend getting those. They work really well when you're trying to place embellishments and things, and you want to kind of keep your hands away from where you're trying to place them to see if the place that you're putting them in is a good place, and the tweezers work real well for that. So here's a picture of me. It's just a selfie picture. I think I had mentioned in a previous video that I had a little bit of a minor surgery on my lip to remove a mole, and this is a picture of me after I got my stitches and stuff out, and it was such a relief to get those stitches out. I was allergic to the stitches and my body was just not happy with having them in my lip, so once I got them removed, it was like I was free. My body felt so much better and my lips healed so much quicker once the stitches were removed. So I'm just outlining this card, keeping it pretty simple. I'm going to put Amy Tangerine, I think it's Amy Tangerine, sticker that says today. It's a foam letter thicker. And I'm going to add this little chipboard piece. It was a leftover chipboard sticker that I had used on a different part of a different layout, and I wanted to use it here, and I thought it tied in well with the colors I was using. And I'm just going to put that in the top left just to kind of anchor it a bit. And then I will write or have the word stuck down that says today. And I like the contrast of the black on top of this kind of tannish color card. It looks nice, and it's a pretty nice bold statement, so I thought that was pretty good. Here is a picture of my daughter with her Girl Scout troop for April showers. So I am just adding a couple of little embellishments here, and I will be spelling out April showers again with the same stickers that I have been using. These are stickers from Jelly Bean Soup, and I have a set of red, I think blue and maybe black ones, and I really like them. I like the uppercase font better than I like the lowercase. I am going to use the lowercase on a different photo here in a couple seconds, but I like the blockiness of the uppercase, and so when I try to use the lowercase, it wasn't something I liked as much, but it ends up working out fine. I just prefer the uppercase style of the letters. So here I'm just fixing some of these. I had to take off a couple times, so they ended up peeling off from the sticky backing. So I just ended up putting them back down using my fine liner bottle with a little bit of adhesive, and then it's back to new, like it never happened. And that heart was a foam heart from the same thicker sheet that today came on. So here's where I'm going to use some of the lowercase letters, and you can kind of see the difference in the font here in a second. This is just a picture of my dog, and we were waiting for my daughter, I think, to come out of the shower. So I'm just going to spell his name, and his name's Bodie. And see how, I don't know, the uppercase look a lot more bold, and the lowercase are kind of thin and kind of a funky kind of font. So it's not my favorite, but it ends up being okay. I like it, what it turns out on this card anyway. So I'm just going to finish that off, and I think that's just about it for this layout, I think. So yes, some close-ups are coming up at the end. If you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks again for coming by my channel and watching. If you have any questions, make sure you leave those below. I love hearing from you guys, so anytime you want to leave me a comment or shout out or anything like that, I love hearing from you. So I will talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye.